Good day to all. Today we are going to see the Ohm's law. See, what is that Ohm's law? Ohm's law is very important law in that electrical engineering, because we can say this is the very fundamental law in that electrical engineering. So we have to have more concentrate on this law. Also, it is a very simple law. You can see here. It states that the voltage is directly proportional to the current in the circuit. This is the Ohm's law. It is discovered by the German physicist George Simonson Ohm. With his name, the unit of this resistance is Ohm. So the Ohm law is what we are saying: the voltage is directly proportional to the current I. V is directly proportional to the current I, and to neglect this proportional, we will have V equal to I into R, where V is voltage and I is current, R is resistance. Likewise, this formula will come. See, this V equal to IR. So, if we want to know about the voltage in the particular circuit, we have to multiply for that current as well as resistance. We will get that voltage. If we want the current, I means what will happen? This R will come this side. So, I equal to V by R. If you want to know about the resistance will be there, and this I will come downside in the denominator. So R equal to V by I. That's the thing denoted here. See, this V equal to IR and I equal to V by R equal to V by I. These are all the Ohm's law in different forms. The main thing is the voltage is directly proportional to that current. That is that Ohm's law. The unit modifier for this, for our reference, see, if it is smaller, decimal means 10 to the power of 1, and centimeter 10 to the power of minus 2, which is 1 divided by 100. Milli means 10 to the power of minus 3, and micro means 10 to the power of minus 6. We can say this is the micro symbol, and nano means 10 to the power of minus 9, and pico is 10 to the power of minus 12, femto is 10 to the power of minus 15. Here larger is kilo means 10 to the power of 3, which means plus 3. We can simply say K. Mega means 10 to the power of 6, giga means 10 to the power of 9, and tera means 10 to the power of 15. Now we will see the example problem for that Ohm's law. Here you will see the 4 ohm battery is placed in a series circuit with the 2 ohms resistor. Here the battery ohms is 4 ohm, 4 volts. Here the battery volts is 4 volts, and the resistance is 2. Here the resistance value is 2. In given problem, here you can see the resistance is 2, and what is the total current will flow through the circuit. They want to determine the current from this circuit. How we can find out this? The given is voltage they given for 4 volt, and the resistance they given for 2 ohms. They need the current I. What is the formula for Ohm's law? I said already, V equal to IR. That is the formula for Ohm's law. Here we know the V and we know the R. We have to find out this I. So the V will keep it same there, and this R will come in the denominator. So I equal to V by R, which is V equal to 4 and R resistance equal to 2. So we can get 2 ampere. This is the final answer for that current. Then we will see some other problem. Here in previous problem there is only one resistor, whereas here we will have a three resistor. See here the volts is 110 volts and resistors are 3 ohms, 5 ohms, and this is the 7 ohms. Then they ask about the current. Here 110 volt supplies a load with resistance of 3, 5, 7 ohm respectively. Find the current in the circuit. How we can find out this one? See, these are the given formula. Voltage is 110 volt they have given, and R1 equal to 3 ohms, R2 5 ohms, R3 7 ohms. They asked to find out the current. Already we know that if there is a series circuit, what we have to do for the resistor? We just add the circuit, add the all the resistance of the circuit. If there is a two resistance, we will just add two. If we have a four resistance, we have to add those four resistance over here. So here we will have a only three resistance. We have to add these three resistance for that total resistance. So what we have to do? First of all, we have to find out the total resistance. Then only we have to find out the voltage. Because here the voltage is given 110. If you have find out the total resistance, then easily we will get the total current. So for our total, we will add these three resistance, which is 3 plus 5 plus 7, which is equal to 12. So if we substitute that formula V equal to IR, here we want to know about the I, so we can get I equal to V by R. What is the V value over here? 110 volt. And the total resistance is 12. So 110 divided by 12, which is equal to 9.17 amperes. This is the final current over here. Then the other formula, this is for parallel circuit. Before we have seen that series circuit, here you can see this 220 volt have a parallel with 5 resistance, and this 5 with the parallel of this resistance. So a 220 volt is connected in parallel with the load. It has a resistance of 5 ohms and 10 ohms. Find the total current, the I1 and the I2. Why here there are two currents? Already we know that if it is parallel, we have two different currents like I1 and I2. So they are asking the I1 and I2. How we can find out this? The given voltage is 220 volt and R1 is 5 ohms, R2 is 10 ohms. I1 equal to V by R1. How we can find out this formula? Is nothing but V equal to IR and I equal to V by R. From same formula, we will find out with I1 and R1. That's all. So we have to find out that I1 equal to V by R1, which is 220 by 5, 44 amps. Then I2 V divided by R2. What is the V value over here? 220, and this 10 with we will get 22 amps. And then another thing is, if we need the I total current of that particular circuit, we must know about the total resistance, because see I equal to V equal to IR, so I equal to V by R. This V is voltage and resistance R is total resistance. How we can find out this total resistance? That we have a formula. If there is a two resistance, what will the formula? If there is a R1 or R2 or two resistance are there, means we have to do like this: R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Likewise, we have to do that formula. See here, the RT total resistance is R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So we have to multiply these two resistance in upper, then denominator we will add. Then we will get the total resistance 3.33. From this, we will get the total current, which is voltage 220 divided by total resistance. Then we will get the total current over here. That's all. Thank you.